some kind of PR. Or you might not. Maybe you can just be the
Fucking hell. 2 weeks in a row, bro. 2 motherfucking weeks in a row.
Cause it's all dun, 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 in my life. Oh my God, DMX, man. Rest in peace to a dog.
Rest in peace, X, man. It's mad. I lost 2 of my niggas today, man.
What, Philip, yeah?
Big Phil.
That's a Big Phil. Listen to me.
Bruv, look.
Hey,
Big Phil is my favourite one.
I've been going in on Twitter today, blood.
Bruv, I've avoided it because I like Philip.
I have been laughing. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, I like Philip.
I have been absolutely finished. I even contributed. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah,
Bruv.
But I have been finished. Today
If I see
has been a mad
any
day.
tweets from me today cussing Philip, I'm
You know what? Before we even get to that, right?
Go on.
I woke up today, yeah, feeling blessed,
Good.
feeling good,
That always.
feeling, just feeling jiggy.
Yeah.
And then I remember that I don't have my son, so I need to go grab him. I need to go get him.
How's the trip last
Because
time?
I dropped him at his mum's, didn't because I'm training yesterday.
I was gonna say
football
last
training
time you
yesterday.
had last week you was talking about
So
the traveling.
I had football training yesterday. So I went to football training and everything. So I had to drop him at his grandma's house.
You kicking ball again?
Yeah, bro, I'm fucking
Fucking
about.
hell.
Bro, you don't think I'm joking?
Rah.
Like, this is the season to be buff. You know, hey, don't get me started, cuz.
Hey,
Are you mad? You see, man?
I
You see,
can't
in
believe-
September, by my 35th, yeah.
I can't believe.
If I don't have 6 packs, yeah, looking sexy. Because the
Remember,
days are coming out September.
Do you know what's mad? When you talk about 6-pack, I remember
Listen.
I remember saying to John I'm gonna get a 6-pack for his wedding. I ended up giving him my trainers.
That's your
I
problem.
failed.
You lost, innit?
Yeah, I lost the
Bet me
fucking
something.
thing.
I'll win.
Yeah,
Because I
you
ain't
win
gonna
it.
Bro,
All
I'm telling you, yeah.
I'm having a 6-pack.
So,
I know that.
went football training, everything was all Christy. Got back, slept, obviously. Woke up this morning, because I wake up at 6:30, innit?
Good.
I need to start waking
Getting
up
up
even
early.
earlier.
Uh-huh.
It's even
Me,
gonna
I
be
wake up
earlier.
3 o'clock. Guys, wake up early, man.
I used to wake
Good
up
for
at
you.
5 when I was the gym head.
Wake up early.
So now I've woken up here, I'm thinking, shit, where is he? Like, he's not here, I'm bare bored. Because he wakes up at 7.
These times when I be cooking,
He's
I
like,
be hearing
normally
it.
at 7 he'll wake up on his bed, yeah, and he'll be like, Daddy.
That's it.
And I'm like, what's up?
That's
And he's
it.
like,
I want
it's
food.
light outside. It's light outside. Wake up. I'm like, oh, can I sleep for another 30 minutes? And he goes, but I'm hungry.
No, do you know the one that pisses me off? They pull the curtain and go, it's morning.
It's morning.
It's morning.
He's
I'm
a
like,
cunt.
Bro, I'm
You know
like,
why?
bro, come on.
That's because you're also telling them it's night. When it's
Yeah,
late, you're telling them
it's
it's night.
nighttime.
It's late sleep.
Oh, it's night time. Okay, cool. It's
So
morning.
now, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Let me check up on him. So 7, I've messaged his grandma, like, oh, is he awake? They're like, no, he's not awake.
Wow.
7:30, yeah, my phone starts ringing.
It's because he knows he doesn't like
And
you.
the one start ringing, his video, immediately his video call, you know it's him.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, he's awake. So I pick up now. He's like, are you coming for me now? I said, yeah, I'm going to come. And then they're like, no, they're going to bath him and he's going to eat his breakfast. And I was like, alright, cool. I'll grab him. As I'm going, I've called my sister, innit?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I've got work to do for work because I start back to work on Monday, yeah.
Oh, good. They got you
It's
back.
my niece, she's like, yeah, my niece is at home, so I should bring him. So I've driven there, taken him there, come back home. I've actually got work done. I've done work.
Well done.
And as I've done work here, and I'm doing work here, I'm seeing that Prince Philip has kicked the bucket.
Bruv, why did they drop the news at 12 o'clock? That's what don't make no sense.
Because you know they're like doing things like.
But you
This
know,
guy
obviously,
probably
you know
died
they
2
know
days ago.
48 hours before. You know, well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably
all the
died
head
2
of
days
states,
ago.
they know, like, he died 2 days ago, man.
Yeah.
They know this
So
shit.
I'm like, he's kicked the bucket. All right, let's see what's the time. I know the time that's gonna do some fuckery because the guy was a racist.
No, he wasn't
He
racist.
was everything.
He wasn't racist.
All right, he was
ignorant.
He was
That's
very
it, yeah.
ignorant.
Don't call my guy racist.
Let me call it. You know how I call him racist?
Okay, go on.
He's ignorant in these modern day times.
Yeah, but
during that time,
the best one, yeah.
hold
I
on.
can't, like, go on.
During that time,
Yeah,
he was
man.
a racist. But during this time, bro, the one about the chinks was mad. About
No. The best
Bruv.
one. The best one. Where did he go? I think Kenya or something. He goes, what? Oh, the last time I was here, are you guys still chucking spears?
Spears.
I
Oh,
said,
no,
oh,
Australia. No, he's
It's Australia.
I think it was Australia.
Yeah, but he said the last time you know I chucking
He was like
spears.
his Aboriginal society.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
guy's mad.
I said,
My man, apparently, yeah, he looked at someone's name there and he said Patel or something. And he goes, oh, I'm looking at his name, but he goes, oh, there's a lot of your family members around here tonight. I was like, this guy!
Nah, Philip,
This guy,
I can't
yeah.
lie. There's no one gonna be more
No.
other than Harry. Yeah, no
Philip-
one's gonna be more lit than Philip, man. Philip was a guy, man. That's
Was a
my guy.
prick.
No, he wasn't a prick.
Wrong.
He wasn't a prick.
Let's call the facts the facts.
You don't see everyone the other day. Like I saw today, I was pissing myself. I said, typical Philip. The guy photographer was trying to take a picture. He goes, hurry up and fucking take the photo. I was like,
You see the one about Elton John?
No.
Elton John was performing. He needs to fucking mute his mic.
What?
The guy is nuts.
Nah.
Philip is nuts.
Nah, Philip's my guy.
I'm telling you.
R.I.P. Philip, man.
No, man,
My
fucking
guy,
bro,
man.
my RIP to Philip here is rotting pieces, blood.
Nah,
Fuck
man,
that.
that's my guy.
I ain't giving no energy
That's
or
my
positivity
guy.
to niggas
That's
that were
my
racist,
guy.
blood.
Even though you had a legend.
Philip, Hitler,
sketchy.
and what's the last one?
He had a sketchy.
Philip, Hitler, and then what's this prime minister that this guy was? Churchill.
Oh,
There's
Churchill.
no difference, blood. They're all the same person.
Churchill.
The only nigga from them times,
Yeah.
the only guy from them times, yeah, who is a calm head is David Attenborough, blood.
Yeah, but he's still alive though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one that's a calm head.
Because obviously he's a is it anthropologist? I don't know what.
All I'm saying is, yeah, them man there, that age group, yeah, they were bare bad vibes.
Yeah, but you have to remember the world, yeah. Them times,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
I
world
think
has changed,
David
I know.
Attenborough put it out there. The world was small, bruv. Man, people were migrating and that. I think when the man
People
come
are
to this
traveling
country, man come to this country in like the 40s, end of the 40s, early 50s and stuff.
Let me tell you, Philip was so bad vibes. His vibes were so bad, yeah, that I think 10 years ago, yeah, the royal family banned him from traveling with.
Yeah, he had to stop talking.
Going to other people's
Yeah, he had to
countries.
stop talking.
The guy was.
They had to silence him. He's a fucker. That's why I like him. He didn't give a fuck. He'll go anywhere. He's been everywhere.
what you
Everywhere
need
in the
to-
Commonwealth he's been.
What you need to remember is that, yeah, 10 years ago he was 89 and he was still bad vibes. How can he be bad vibes?
He just didn't
So
care.
you're 89.
You know what it is? I think he got
No.
to 89. He goes, you know, fuck it. I don't give a
Philip
fuck.
did not give a fuck about anything for a long time.
He was like,
He's
fuck
been
it.
going on mad since 86. That's 35 years
He's
ago,
a
blood.
G. He doesn't
That's
care.
35 years ago, he was like 50 something.
50 something.
Or 60 something.
Even when I was born, I think even during the times when I was younger, when Diana died, he must have been in like his 50s, 60s, 60s, yeah, 60s, 70s, yeah.
Listen, he's seen a lot. He's seen everything.
Everything. He's been everywhere.
He survived everything.
I need to find. I want to know what when he said when Kwame and Nkrumah were stroking up the Queen the last.
I reckon Corona killed him, you know.
You reckon?
Yeah.
He probably bruv. They gave him. He's probably had like 6 different lungs. He's probably got a lung. He said, "I want a lung from a black man today."
Every time a black child gets missing in England, yeah, I
He's
always
probably
look
gone
at
to
them-
Philip.
Bruv, not just Philip. I just look at all these wealthy people that are not. I've got ill health.
He's talking
the
about
world.
black people missing, bruv. It's sad.
Think
you know?
about thingy. He had like he had a heart surgery. He had like 7 different.
bruv.
What's
they
his
keep,
name? Rockefeller.
the Rockefeller. What the
Yeah, the
American
actual.
geezer.
Yeah,
He had
He had
7.
like 6 or 7. Yeah, they changed his up bedtime.
Fucking
and then he
hell.
finally, that nigga,
Then he
he just
bruv.
kicked rocks.
But it's sad though. It's even, bruv. It's mad like how black people are going
There's been
missing,
a lot
bruv.
of
It's
death,
mad,
man,
like
in the
even
past 2 weeks. Even
man,
the
R.I.P.
rest
that
RIP
Richard
to
boy, man.
Richard,
It's sad, bruv. So sad.
You
like.
see what I said?
That would hurt me, bro.
You know what's mad, yeah? 98% of the time, yeah, when they're looking for someone and they say they've seen a body somewhere, it's always that person.
Bruv, it's that person.
This was the first time I was hoping
It wasn't
got it
him.
wrong.
Yeah, I was hoping it.
But
bruv,
deep down in my heart,
but you know, social media don't give you that chance to make you think, nah, it's not. Like people
yeah,
already
but
tell
deep,
it
no, it's
RIP.
true.
I'm like,
Deep down in my
man.
heart, yeah, I knew it was him,
Mm.
but at the same time, I was wishing and hoping it wasn't him.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? It's just so sad. Like, it's just seeing his, like, there was pictures of his mum there before the news even come out. And I'm like, bruv, I don't even know how I would go, what I'd be going through, like, how you think. And that youth looks like a good youth, bruv. Do you know what? I can't lie. I was ignorant. As soon as I saw he was missing, I thought, oh, that boy's gone cunt.
Oh yeah.
I honestly had just, in my head, I'm
but
thinking.
that's a lot of people
Yeah,
think that,
in my
though.
head, I thought, he's gone cunt.
You know
man,
why?
he's
It's
coming
because of
back.
that you that went country, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone was saying, oh,
Bruv,
missing, and it was
how
like, about missing.
How about my little cousin went missing and he went cunch?
It's not, it happens. That's
It
what
happens.
people need to realize,
So that's
yeah.
what I thought, bruh. And I remember we was looking for it for time. He went cunch, he went OT. So I thought, he's gone OT. He's probably he's gone to a trap, make a few P's and he's gonna be back. But then it's like, bruv, man was missing for time. I thought, nah, this guy doesn't look like one of them guys to be shot in and that. It doesn't like, don't even make sense. But
RIP to him. And then
RIP
it seems
to
that we're
him,
saying a
man.
lot of RIP.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say RIP. He said RIP to Philip.
yeah,
Fuck
Philip
to me.
Nah, Philip's my guy. That's the
RIP
first
now
guy.
to the main one.
The main guy.
The main
big guy, you know.
the big dog himself.
Come on, man. You get a big for that one, cuz. My guy, bruv.
My guy, bro.
DMX,
DMX was the first American rapper I listened to.
Bro, I'm telling people, I'm saying this.
He's
He's the first American rapper. Him and Jay-Z, they're the first rappers I had a CD and tape. I had a tape and I had CDs of them, bro. Like my dad, I remember my dad got the DMX tape from one of my uncles.
And then it was his first album was Dark and Hell is Hot. I'll never forget that. And
bro,
he just had like blood on his, like DMX, was an icon.
Bruv, them man there, I just thought, just immortal, bro.
This is the problem.
I thought, you know what I mean? Like,
this is the problem.
Even when he's going through he showcased his demons to the world, yeah? And it's like, I just thought, certain people just can't go, like, and him, bruv, even when I heard that he was gone in, like, his brain dead, I was like, nah, DMX, how?
So this morning, after I dropped my cousin, I called Nana. And I was like, he's like, bro, the DMX situation, I was like, fam, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he's dead. But it was announced too early.
Yeah.
And then the fact that the family said they've got news later on.
Yeah.
I fear that that's what they're gonna announce.
Yeah.
And I even tweeted when Philip died, I was like, bruv, I hope DMX didn't die the same day as this guy because
you don't want it to be overshadowed. Yeah.
And it ended up being that. But all I know is DMX is gonna get a big funeral.
I hope he gets a massive funeral,
massive,
bro.
Like Nipsey. He's gonna be bigger than Nipsey.
I hope he gets a massive funeral. He got his flowers. Bro, I'm so happy he got his flowers when he was.
Do you know how many people DMX has brought through? You don't understand. Do you know the amount of people DMX has brought through? Yeah, this is what people don't understand.
The locks, he brought through the locks, bro.
Music thing, yeah. There are like a few rappers who have done major shit.
How about through DMX is how we evolved to love Styles P, bro.
Of course, like a lot of people keep on forgetting. You see, DMX's style, it was stolen by Ja Rule as well. That's the same Ja Rule music that you don't love. That's all from X. Yeah. But what you people need to realize there are some icons in rap that when they die, it will hurt me. X was one of them. Is gone.
Yeah.
Eminem, obviously, that will hurt me. That will really get to me as well. Dr. Dre will really get to me.
Dr. Dre, even Snoop Dogg will get to me. I'm not the biggest Snoop fan, but in terms of his stature in music,
that's for Jay-Z will get to me.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, I can't lie.
Lil Wayne will get to me. Yeah, the whole of the locks will get to me.
Yeah, none of the locks can't die.
Those are like the thing about it, is that I remember, there was gonna be a very big concert 2 years ago. Like they were calling it something. It was gonna have DMX.
I think I know what you're talking about. And then it didn't happen. Yeah.
I was proper sure I was gonna go and everything, and it didn't happen. And I kept on saying, bro, I need to see DMX before I die. I need to see Nas before I die. I need to see Jay-Z before I die. I need to see 50 Cent before I die.
Thank God I saw Jay-Z,
Hold on. I said I need to see 50 Cent before I die.
Yeah.
And then I need to see Dr. Dre before I die.
Yeah.
Of all of that, I've seen all of them. I've seen every single one of them apart from DMX. And I was just hoping for some strange news, like a miracle will happen somewhere and I'll get to see him.
Bruv, I saw that. I was watching his YouTube of that Woodchester or somewhere like that. He done some concert. Yeah.
Oh, the one that they keep on saying the whole world went to see him.
Fam, bro.
You see that crowd?
He was electrifying, bro.
Listen, do not.
It's crazy.
This man dropped 2 albums in a year and they both went platinum. That is how iconic this man is.
He saved the record.
You lot and you
saved the
new
entire record
rumble
label,
jumble singing ass motherfucking rappers here. They are not doing that shit. Not today. Not
after
ever.
Today,
Never.
I'm definitely going to watch Belly again.
Never.
After
they're not doing that. I'm gonna start watching a lot of stuff that he's done, like interviews.
Yeah.
I love X on interviews. I was watching the Rough Riders.
Have you watched the Drink Champs?
No, I'm gonna watch it. You told
me
to.
You need to watch that. It's the best one, bruv.
And then I was watching.
It's the best one.
Have you seen the documentary, the Rough Riders documentary?
Nah,
fam, you need
I'm
gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch that.
I'm
telling you,
I'm gonna watch it.
How I'm gonna mourn DMX is gonna literally. I'm celebrating him. Probably gonna have anyway. Ramadan's gonna be soon anyway. But I'm gonna try and just celebrate him by just watching bare of his stuff and just patterning that way, man.
I feel like today, whatever's happened, we're just gonna talk about X and what he's done to music, and
But then this leads on to what you was gonna talk about, this depression.
Yeah, but because we don't have our guest here,
the main guy. I'm the villain, motherfuckers.
We can't even go too deep in it, because then we're gonna do a proper episode. Do a proper time in it, but yeah, other DMX has been through everything. He's been through the highs and lows, and one thing I love about X is that And then another thing, that's the reason why I love about a lot of the old school rappers was that they put their heart in their craft.
I keep saying
whatever
it's
happened through them and what they went through in life, they put on a beat, put it out there. It's up to you if you liked it or you didn't. You could have called them whatever you wanted to call them. You could call them
100%.
homophobic. You could call them racist or whatever you wanted to call them.
Yeah.
It was their heart that they put on that track.
Most
and they made you
definitely.
know how
Most
they
definitely.
felt, what they were going through. And most of our favorite rappers, mine anyway, have all been in some sort of depressive state.
Yeah.
And this goes to show you, like, I've been banging on this since I had my, therapy and everything, my counselling. Yeah. I've been banging on about my therapy and my counselling and everything. I've been telling you guys, listen, take care of your mental health.
Bro, it's so important.
The importance of this thing,
it's so important.
It's so fucking important. Like,
we
I
look
don't
after
know
our
how
bodies, but not our minds, bro.
I do not know how much or how long I have to keep on telling you guys about this. Look after your mental health.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Because you and I know someone that's fucked up right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Just in 2 days.
100%.
One of our guys is messed up because no one even knows what's going on. But please, I'm telling you, look after your mental health.
Have to look after
Nothing is more important than that brain of yours.
Trust me.
This thing here. In there.
In the cranium.
That thing in there, that makes you or breaks you. That
Trust
thing in
me.
there.
Trust me.
That is your strength and your weakness at the same time.
Trust me.
Anything you do in life, if you're gonna fear something, it's from here. If you're gonna be, victorious in something, it's all in there.
All in here.
Look
bro.
after it. I keep on telling you guys, look after it, because once you look after this, everything else
is calm. And I had to learn that the hard way,
Bro, it happens.
Once you start telling yourself you're the best, bro, like it all flows through. You start
just
bro.
talk. Listen. If you don't have the money, they do this thing free, Go to your GP. Listen, black people, I'm not even gonna lie to you, because we're the ones that are full. We're the ones that don't.
You was
don't do
bossing
this
the man them in the group.
Yeah, we're the ones that don't sort this out properly. Listen, black people, sort out your mental health. We've all got issues that we don't want to address because we just feel like we don't want to talk about stuff. Sort it out, address it, speak to people. If you feel like you can speak to people, talk to a professional. These things are free, blood. You can get them free. Go to your GP, let them sign you off, let them get you someone who you can talk to, and then you can air out your thoughts. I know some of you always saying, nah, it's not my thing. I don't really want to talk to anyone, this, and that. That's fine. But make sure you're doing something else then to sort it out, because that is your life. You do not want to start a family and all of that when you're all fucked up mentally.
No, trust
sort
me.
it out. Sort it out. Fucking sort it out, bruv. Because, bruv, DMX, smoked weed at 14, This is what he said. His mentor gave him weed at 14.
Bruv,
and I think the weed was laced with crack.
Yeah, they laced
and
it
that's
with
what's
crack.
fucked him up till today. Yeah,
because he thought that high was the normal high when you smoke weed.
We don't know how he died. They were saying he overdosed or something. We don't know. It could have been like normal drugs. Like it could have been like painkillers.
Yeah,
we don't know what it is.
We don't know.
Yeah, but X has not been the same since then. He would tell you himself before he passed away. Interviews he's done, he's always said it. He's not been himself there, since then, and he's just carried so much pain and hurt and so many, things that he's gone through, betrayal, this and that.
Bruv, he put his life on TV, bruv. I remember, what was the most disheartening thing, It was when I saw he was going through that whole public display between him and his former wife, bro. Bruv, it was mad, like, I was like, bruv, that's when I just thought, you know what, There's some things I want to see on social media, and there's some things I don't. There's some people that I just want to feel like David Beckham, bro. Like, man, don't want to see nothing about Bex. I don't want Bex to ever do anything like a reality show, because it just spoils the whole mystery about him. You know what I mean? Like, the whole reason why man love people like Beckham is because you don't know what they do.
About him,
Like, all my favorite artists, all the favorite people that I know, that are people that I love. Bro, I don't know what they do. Bruv, they're mysterious to man. That's why Drake sells well.
That's what celebrity is.
That's what you're a celebrity.
The world is lost to what celebrity is.
Reality TV's killed it.
You're not celebrities. Them motherfuckers, they're not celebrities. They're Z-listers, D-listers.
Z-listers, yeah, man.
You see, if celebrities, before right now, stan culture was real.
Bro.
Before, them man, what a celebrity was like Michael Jackson and them man,
Yeah, you definitely knew what
that was a celebrity, because you don't see them.
Exactly.
So when you hear they're in your city,
Yeah,
you want to see them.
Bruv,
And
perfect example.
That's what they used to command bare crowds and that. People don't understand. That's what they used to command bare. And that is what an actual celebrity
Exactly.
is. None of this fuckery that we're seeing now.
From what's that time when Ronaldinho was in the Martians?
Yeah, when he went to Peckham. Was it Peckham?
No, he went to Hackney Marsh.
Was it Hackney Marsh?
Hackney Marsh. And then Messi even went to, I think Messi went to Hackney Marsh.
Someone went to Peckham.
One of them went to Peckham. Yeah. One of them went, and then you see how people going mad. Yeah. Because you don't see these people day to day, bro.
People from day to day.
You don't see them.
Celebrity culture now, yeah. People are so used to seeing them
man, see their
on
lunch.
socials and this and that.
Boring,
So
bro.
you don't feel like you can just talk to them anyhow. They are not normal people, bro. These celebs are special people. And I don't even I'm not a fanboy. I don't even care about celebs. Like, honestly, I don't give a damn about any celebs or nothing. However, I still think there needs to be a gap between us and celebrities.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And that's what UK does so badly. A lot
That's
of
so
UK
terrible.
celebrities still mix with the normal crowd. And
Bro,
that's why they don't get
but it's all
respected
for
by
clout.
people.
It's like they feel like, oh yeah, if I have to,
Bro, you
to
don't
chill
have
with
to.
a man and for the culture.
If
No, you
I
don't.
become a celebrity tomorrow,
No, you're not
you
seeing
think
me.
I don't give a fuck,
You
bro.
ain't
That's
seeing
it. You don't not see me anywhere again.
ain't seeing
You
me,
only
man.
see me doing.
I'll have to contemplate even if I have.
Bro,
if
I am
have
not.
Snap or anything.
I am not doing anything because it's not the fact that I think I'm big.
Yeah.
It's the fact that accessible people are going to be too accessible.
They're gonna want to know where you live.
I want my
They start
friends.
preying you.
You see my friends that I know from day one. They are the only ones who should have access to me.
Yeah, really.
I don't care about no new friendships.
Yeah.
I don't care about no social media, whatnot. I don't give a damn, bro.
No, you're right.
And that's the honest truth.
No, you're right.
And that's how celebrity needs to be.
Yeah, you're right.
Know?
It's right.
My ex is gone.
It's mad, bro.
I've
DMX,
been
you know,
banging.
I can't believe it.
I've been banging so much X, like on the way here.
I cannot believe
banging
it.
so much
DMX.
DMX. In fact, I've been banging DMX since I found out the
50.
the news.
That's so young, you know. 50.
50 is very young, man. They said life begins at 40 and he's gone at 50.
Bro,
So that's how you know
50,
he
bro.
literally lived 10 years of his 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, bro. And I think
He
had
basically
I
lived
think
10 years.
I think he got a new family and everything, bro.
This is what I'm saying. He basically
He enjoyed 10 years.
from when the saying is saying life begins at 40, you know.
So I still got time. I'm still a baby boy.
You got man like, you got time, boy. We got man like fucking
You feel it?
yeah, who
Young
needs to
Phil,
live
you know.
99, bro.
That man, they're 99, bro.
Yeah.
That man, I thought he was gonna go to 100. You know, I thought they were gonna freeze him.
I thought he was gonna make it to 100 too.
That's not funny.
I wanted to celebrate his birthday and then his death.
So wait, hold on.
That made more sense.
Do we get like a bank holiday?
I don't know. Apparently he went at a private. He's a pagan. Apparently he went at a private funeral, so I think we don't get one or something.
Well, we're not getting a state
I
funeral.
don't think so. But when the Queen Mother died, we didn't get a private.
Yeah,
did we get a holiday?
We got a state. Yeah, we got a state funeral and a
Oh,
holiday.
yeah. The guy
And
said
I
it
think
was private.
even when I think the only
My
time
boy Tasha as well. I think we got a state funeral.
did we get a
Yeah,
state?
she
Yeah, we
got
got
a
a state,
state
but it wasn't a holiday though.
We went on holiday.
Yeah, fuck Thatcher.
So
anyway,
Prince, boy, he's not. The guy's a pagan, you know.
bro.
Big pagan.
He's bruv, he needs to have a state funeral. He's technically a king, but he's not a king. He's a
Man stayed
consort.
prince his whole life.
Bruv, he can't be.
That
I
is
don't
not
understand. I tried to. I need to watch The Crown again to understand why he's not.
No,
a
he
king.
can't. He wouldn't be. He can't be.
But why though?
Because the crown, the thingy, the crown was for the queen. It wasn't for. He's an outsider.
So, but Kate, when she gets, when William becomes king, Kate becomes queen though.
No, because of that rude thing that they have. What do you call it?
So a king can make a woman a queen, but a queen can't make a man a king.
No.
Oh.
And also, what do you call it? No, she's not gonna be queen.
Of course she'll be queen.
No,
She'll be a queen. She'll be a queen. Of course she will.
Princess Diana was never gonna be queen.
Of course she was. Yes, if Charles
died,
if Charles was king,
yeah,
she would have been queen.
So you're saying that
Kate will be queen.
So then why isn't Prince Philip a king?
This is what I don't understand.
King Philip. That sounds wavy though.
He waved it.
That's
what I mean. You're never wave it.
King Philip sounds wavy.
It is waving. Hey.
But I don't know then. Because I thought.
No, she'll be. I'm sure. Hey guys,
Princess
don't
Charles,
quote me. Just go watch The Crown,
Yeah.
and then they come back to us.
Or go read Google. But
Google.
Prince Charles, because his wife was a divorcee. That's the
She won't be queen.
Yeah.
She won't. That woman, that Camilla, she won't be queen.
Okay. Then in that case.
No, Kate will be queen. 100%. I can't say 100%, but yeah.
If William becomes king, which is inevitable,
he's
his wife
the
is gonna
next
be
heir.
queen.
She'll be queen, and then their son.
Of course, their sons are.
He's
all
gonna be
princes.
king.
Yeah, they're gonna be king.
Yeah, he'll be king. He'll be king.
Unless they somehow.
Yeah,
die
he'll
or
be king. He'll be
Then
king.
he goes
Unless
over
the sister tries to dub
Harry.
him. But yeah, and then
His
she tries
sister?
to. Yeah, he's got a sister. Direct under.
But that's why you can't travel. They can't travel together.
None of them can travel together.
Because otherwise it could just skip and go to Harry.
Literally.
They were gonna let's let it go.
Got it. We're not gonna segue there. We're gonna avoid it.
Is it what's his name?
Archie. Hey.
No, we can't.
Hey,
That can't happen.
Hey, that can't happen.
That can't happen.
It got. Hey, Archie.
That would be mad. But Queen Victoria was mixed race.
Archie would be like,
this is what a lot of people forget. Queen Victoria was mixed race.
Victoria.
Yeah.
How?
There was a Queen Victoria that was mixed race. Like
she adopted a black girl.
No, one of the queens was mixed race, bro.
How?
Yeah, bro. Let me show you.
From what country?
Them in
No,
here,
if you
over
say
here.
Ghana, I'll slap
over
you.
here. One of them was mixed race. Big man thing.
Swear down, that's bad.
Thing is not the first like black or mixed royal, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
See me, I don't know, man. I don't know too much. Hey, The Crown is the reason why I know too much about the monarchy.
Fuck The Crown anyway.
It just feels like reality TV. That's not reality. No, it's so interesting. It's interesting. It's so. I didn't even know the Queen's dad had a stammer and them things there.
Hey, the King's speech.
Yeah.
Hey, Invincible. You know what,
guys? I don't want to talk about Invincible.
You know
All I'm saying,
read it.
You
know what? I was gonna say that.
Hey.
Today, yeah, people were so shocked. People were so shocked today, yeah. They were like, "Oh my fucking days!" And I was like, "Sell."
Have they seen Battle Cat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, the boss, absolutely bad. You know what, guys? You don't know how much of a bad man he is until you read the comments.
Listen, yeah.
Absolute boss.
People were shocked today, yeah. And I was just laughing, and the son was like, "Why are you laughing?" And I was like, and I just sent him the thing. I read it.
Yeah, you read it.
So I know he's a bad man.
He's a bad boy.
No, Battle Cat is a bad boy.
Battle Cat, absolute.
What people don't even understand is it's getting worse. It's gonna get worse. Listen, we're literally episode 5 was.
I don't want to spoil it.
Was it episode 5 today?
4, I think.
Nah.
Was it 5?
Yeah, 5. Because 3 came out.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? Winter Soldier. I watched 4 today.
Yeah, 5 today. Yeah, episode 5 today. Yeah, we've got 3 more episodes left. Yeah, you don't even know what's about to happen.
They don't know, bro. They don't know what's about to happen.
It's about to get.
It's about to get mad.
Since have you not been real? Like I noticed obviously every time they put the title, there's more blood going on Invincible's name, innit? There's more blood on the thing.
There's more.
There's a reason.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why. There's a reason why.
Just know,
hey,
it's sick.
It's about to go down. It's like I don't think
because they're about to find out what they'll find out when they find out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the whole reasons of why he's?
So it's Omni-Man, yeah, Thanos or Darkseid. I said he's both.
But it's not Omni-Man. That's the bad man.
I know.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Oh, no, it ruins it because I know.
All right, let's leave.
Because I know there's so much.
But yeah, man.
It's because I know so much. I don't even.
Let's leave it.
I don't even see.
Let's leave it.
Yeah. Omni-Man's a baby still.
Yeah,
He's a little man.
But you, man, Invincible.
All I'm saying is just read the comment. If
Winter Soldier.
Bad boy episode.
Cold.
I don't want to spoil it for any of you lot. Just go and watch it.
No, they would have watched it, man. It will be Wednesday. This comes on Wednesday.
Oh, it'll be Wednesday.
Listen, John Walker, yeah. Oh no.
But I said it to the guy at work. I said he was gonna take the serum.
Same. He's been jealous.
That's the only thing. It's super strength. He thinks super strength will make him the perfect Captain America.
These times,
he's a fucking idiot. You see how he was battering, man?
He fucked him up.
And then do you know how it was iconic, yeah? Because it's like the whole American blood, and he just see the shield.
Hey, there was bad blood on the shit. I was like,
blood.
I was like, hey, John Walker.
He was him.
John Walker's arrived, blood. He is going to fuck up shit.
Do you know we need to
who's gonna take him down?
But what we need to address is how they treated that black super soldier.
Lamar. Are you talking about the one in the house? The old man?
No, yeah, I was gonna talk about the old man, but the black guy.
He's not super soldier. Yeah,
he's not super soldier. But
hey, you gotta think. Hey.
He's like,
you know he never won one fight.
Fam,
from the whole
fight.
From when the whole thing started.
Not one fight.
On top of the fucking van,
bro.
On top of the truck, they banged him. He nearly died, and he saved him there. Remember?
Yes, he said.
He threw that thing, the shield for him when he was gonna. Lamar was always gonna die. He's a pussy, old blood.
Lamar was like, "Yeah, I'll take the serum. Of course you would, because you get fucked up all the time, bro." He just got fucked up. I was like, the way that she kicked him. Did she kick him or punch him? But fam,
banged him and then he
banged
banged
him.
his head on the
I was like,
thing
yeah,
and
you're done.
I was like, yeah,
man.
he's out.
He's out. He's done. He's done.
He's
dead.
out.
Dead,
He's
dead, dead.
finished.
There's no
Like,
way he's surviving that.
He's
But-
finished. He's finished.
How they treated the other original super soldier, the black guy, was fucked up.
But you read his origin story.
No, but there's meant to be, I was watching, when there was an episode in Spider-Man called the,
His origin story is out there, You can get it on
no,
comics.
but fuck that guy, man. I'm talking about, there was another black guy that was a super soldier, but they had the rings. That was limited. Go and watch animated Spider-Man, the animated series. Hold on.
That's one of Muffy's favorite animes, man.
My phone's over there. If you put it in there, the Sinister Six, or not Sinister Six, the 7 or something like that. There was a Miss Marvel or Miss whatever, Miss America, and they all had rings. And then that was the first black guy that I knew that had the super soldier, super serum. So I thought that was how they were gonna edge it towards. And I see that he was the one that they were taking it from his blood. I said, yeah, it's done. They abused him, bruv. It's like that scene from that fucking film, bruv. They abused him. They fucking abused him.
But yeah, man.
What else have you seen this week that's made you interested?
I haven't even watched much because what I've been doing recently, I've just been watching bare movies and shit.
Bruv, the only movies now I'm interested in, now I'm just going to try and watch Belly, man. That's what I'm going to try to do this week. Watch a bit of Belly. Just for my guy X.
I'm gonna do that.
And then, yeah, that's it, really.
But yeah, man, we just wanted to give you a quick update. It wasn't even that long.
Yeah, this is a very short
Very
episode.
short, but RIP to DMX, man.
Yeah, man. DMX, man. My guy,
I've been
man.
watching a lot of videos of his.
My guy, man. I'm so sad that.
Crying and
So sad. DMX, bruv. How can DMX die? It don't make sense. DMX. How? Them man, they are mortal,
Before I sign out, Dan sent me a message on WhatsApp today. And when he finished, he put XX at the end. And I said, why are you putting XS for? And it goes, DMX is dead. Now, when we leave messages, we're putting XS at the end for the band. I said, fuck off, blood.
Dan, you see.
I am fuck off, fam.
Dan, you see.
What do you mean we're putting XS
What
there?
the fuck? What the fuck?
But yeah, man.
Alright, cool. Look at the devil. Look at the
there.
devil there. Look at it. No, you have to come.
No.
What are you saying? I'm good. We've already spoken about everything that we normally do. He's messed up the podcast.
No. I'll bring it back.
You know what we normally do, yeah? We normally like go through what's happening in the weekend, then we hit the main topic. So
Yeah, I can
came
do
at the right time.
Class.
We've hit everything already. We've covered X, we've covered Prince
Uncle Phil.
Prick. That's your. I don't give a damn.
Uncle Phil.
Well, who else have we covered?
He's not the one that had the old child allegations, isn't it?
No,
That's Andrew.
Nah, that's Andrew.
Allegedly, we have to say allegedly.
Is it?
Yeah,
We
Andrew.
don't want to get A.
It wasn't Phil, it was Andrew.
These royals, they're out here killing people.
Bruv, I'm
Allegedly.
I'm royal too, nigga.
Allegedly.
I don't know about you. Royal recognize royal.
That's it.
I'm royal back home, my buddy. My blood is royal. What the fuck?
As far as I'm concerned, I'm the president of Eritrea.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
Hey.
listen.
Hey.
This
Hey. Man,
You're in the Pride Land.
I
West London.
am going to all of your events, birthdays, weddings.
Confirmation.
I'm going to make sure I live long. You have to die before I do, so I need to come to your funeral.
You see in the Bible, yeah, and in the Quran, yeah, I'm telling you, Eritrea is where the promised people are from.
But that's Wakanda.
That's it. That is it.
Eritrea, I'm telling you, that's where the promised people are.
Oh, man. But you know what? We got married there today, yeah. Special guest, yeah. As usual, you're going to see the socials.
That's it.
Get me? One of these days, as I'm doing this, he's going to put the socials there. This fucking cunt. He'll be up there and I'll be like, wait, I'll be doing this, look like a clown. But we're going to talk. It's going to be a nice, quick. I actually wanted to come here and listen to Mira talk.
You know I can talk.
Because of what he does, innit? And, you know, the things he talks about and that. So me, I've got no expertise. The only expertise I have is, I've been depressed before. And I have been, what's the word? I've seeked counseling before.
Yeah.
So we even touched on it a little bit. So that's why Meredith is here today. We're just talking about depression counseling. We're talking about suicide and everything. Like what goes through people's minds and what he does to help, you know, and what he's done and what he continues to do. So welcome to the Madhouse.
Thank you.
Welcome to this podcast.
It's good to be here.
And the funny thing is, I told every single guest I have here is that when you come on our pod, yeah, obviously we keep it authentic. That's why we don't do like scripts and all of that. What the fuck is that? Well, that's not a podcast, bro. That's a movie. Like, fuck that. But every single guest I've had on here, apart from some cunts in the past.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Language. Is that?
Oh,
free?
no, that is free.
Kalas. All right. Cool.
Kalas. Apart from some cunts in the past, most of them, you can come on here anytime. It doesn't even have to be a specific topic.
Just in general.
You could just come and you could just say, you know what? Are you recording this Friday? Yeah. Is there any specific? I'll be like, yeah, this is, and you're like, you know what? I'm still gonna come and so you're always welcome. We always do the same thing here. Drinks, whatever.
Just make sure I don't go. I go here, not there.
Yeah, it's here.
Here. Yeah.
Just do your thing, and yeah. So we got Merad here. Like I said, he's gonna shed light on, you know, what he does. In fact, man, tell us what do you do?
Boy, where do I start?
If you've got black-owned business,
yeah, no, of course.
bang it now.
Well, they call me the apex predator.
There you
at
go.
The end. The Lionheart.
Okay.
What's the phrase? What's the phrase? The garden glucose, is it?
Got them glucose. Shit. Got them glucose, you know. Hey, the goddamn glucose, you know.
No, but no, in all seriousness, no. I'm a teacher. I teach in primary school.
It's fine. Your students ain't gonna see you.
Yeah, no, of course.
Because I set this. I always set it for adults.
Yeah.
So
no, it's fine. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a teacher by trade. I guess that's the term. I like to say I'm a teacher by passion because that's what I wanted to do.
This is what I think teachers should be, by the way. I finished uni, yeah, and when I finished uni, it was during a recession. Like we just had the recession, so we just come from a recession. And we're still in it. Yeah. So I finished uni in 2010, and then we had just come from a recession, so there were no jobs. And I went to a job fair, and a guy was like, "Oh, why don't you teach?" And I was like, "I'm a cunt, bruv. I can't teach." Like,
guys, I'm gonna correct you. I believe everyone can.
No, I didn't say I can't teach. Like I can't teach. I just said to him, bro, my heart, it's not in teaching. And his whole thing was pushing me to do it because it was hard times to get a job.
They need, and the government always push whatever it is they need in the world. So when that STEM business came out, it's because they were lacking in people in science, technology, all of that. So in that time they were pushing for. That's why you've seen them adverts. Be a qualified teacher. Get this minimum salary because they need them.
But I said, you know what? I'm too much of a cunt of a person to even try and understand another youth's problems. So it's not for me, innit? And it's like, yeah, but it's good money. I was like, bro, I don't think you understand.
No, it's not.
I will be the wrong person in that profession because I'll slap someone. I ain't gonna lie. I would slap someone around there. I'll give them a clip. I would definitely give someone a clip on on their ear or something.
There was one time I got punched up, but if I speak,
that's normal. But like I said, but what you said, that's the reason why I said that because you said you've actually got passion. For it.
I mean, I'll explain how I got into it. So I used to work at the Rec, Brixton Rec. Yeah, used to be a gym. Yeah. I was a receptionist and I was very good at it. So I came out of Brunel, computer science, graduated, found a job at the Rec. You working there? Yeah, you're working there. And I was good at what I do, part-time job, whatever. I managed the swimming lessons for kids, so I was doing the bookings and stuff. But I didn't want to make a career out of a job, and that was the issue for me. I've graduated, I've got all this intelligence, all of this knowledge, and I'm stuck at no offense, but I'm not utilizing my skills. Yeah. So I looked at myself and I thought, what is it that you want to do in life? Where is your legacy? What is it you want to achieve by the time? When you have your last breath. So I did a little Venn diagram. On one side of the diagram, I said, what do I like? And on the other side, what am I good at? And on the other side is what am I passionate about? So what I did was I listed anything and everything. I didn't keep it to professional status, just anything I was good at.
I could never do that diagram.
Do you know what a Venn diagram is?
Mine would be sex and porn. Literally, why are you good at sex? And what you passionate about? Porn. Where the fuck am I gonna do that?
No, not
Spider-Man.
No, it's not. Do you know I think you need some visuals. Yeah. So the circle is one circle here, another circle here, and they overlap.
Yeah, they overlap.
Oh,
and then you got the thing in the middle.
Yeah. Those are perfect.
Yeah, because what I did was I listed everything that I was good at, and then I listed everything that I was passionate about. And one of them was I was good at working with kids or relating with kids. Because I'm the oldest of 4 at home. Okay. So I often help my siblings with their homework. Another side to me that, Charles, my man, that's it. He's a part of is at church. I'm Catholic, so I serve at mass, and I've been doing that for 22 years. I still do it now, and so in that time, I teach kids, how to serve at mass, etc. I've taught Holy Communion classes. So clearly, I'm good at working with kids.
Yeah.
And on the other side, what am I passionate about? I'm passionate about making a difference. I like to help people to be the best version of themselves. I like to, my friendships, family, whatever. So I realized that in the middle, I need to find a career where I'm working with kids and helping them to be the best version. Now that could have been anything. Family support worker, probation, in the prisons, counselor, whatever. Teaching just stood out. And I think teaching stood out because it was, I'm still trying to figure out why teaching stood out, but it just made sense. It made sense. And I think the more I applied for it and didn't get it, because I didn't get it first time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I applied 3 times. So I applied the first time, and what they want is they want you to have 2 weeks work experience in the school to know what it's really like. Yeah, I didn't have it. Shit. Am I in that room? No, I'm not. Yeah, so they want you to have 2 weeks work experience. I didn't have that at the time, and I applied to Greenwich University. The following year, I still didn't have a 2 weeks work experience, but my argument was I've taught Holy Communion classes at church for over a year and a half. Surely this is enough to know that I want to be a teacher. And then they were like, no, like when you get the classroom experience, you'll understand why. And I was a bit disappointed because I applied to Brunel and I thought Brunel would give me some apply because I was there before. And I went to the interview, and I sat down with them. I said, I don't have work experience, but I have a lot of knowledge about X, Y, and Z. Needless to say, I didn't get it. So what I did was the August of the 3rd year, so this is 2015?
Yeah.
2015, I sent an email to every single school in Lambeth, Southwark, and Wandsworth.
Are you not seeing this hard? This is dedication, blood.
Listen, I was.
So you even applied for my old secondary school then?
No, this is primary.
Primary school.
Where did you go?
I went Robert Browning.
Where's that?
That's in Wharf Road, East Street.
Is that called something else?
No, it's Robert Browning.
Still.
It's still Robert Browning. Yeah.
Does it still exist?
Yeah, primary.
This is the question I was going to ask.
And we had rival schools. What's it called? Michael Faraday.
That one I know.
Michael Faraday is literally down the road from me.
How far is that from the McDonald's?
That's far from the McDonald's. The closest one to McDonald's is St. John's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you go for secondary school?
I went to Jeffrey Chaucer.
Yeah. I went to Sacred Heart.
You went to Sacred Heart?
Yeah.
Them rival schools there.
Hey, that was the strip. Sacred Heart. What was it? Michael
That means you had madness with Ramsey then.
Ramsey and then Charles Brook.
Yeah.
And then Tedderson's. I don't know why Tedderson's came.
What's it called? Kingsdale.
Where's that?
That problem?
Yeah,
No.
Kingsdale was in.
Kingsdale weren't that far from.
No, growing up.
Oh, Thomas Apostles. That's not far from there.
No, it's not far. But I think growing up, when did I go? 2002 to 7.
2000.
So really, it was just Michael. It was Michael Ramsey and.
I was probably in like year 9 maybe, or year 8.
Are you older?
Yeah, I'm in my 30s.
Oh, so mashallah.
Yeah.
So you applied to every.
I sent an email to, not even apply. I just sent it at the same email to just basically every school. I said to them, I've applied twice to go to uni to teach. I haven't got in because I don't have work experience. I need to get this work experience because I'm passionate about it. Is there any way you can help? But I CC'd everyone in. So I said, when I sent it to one person, I CC'd everyone else. So for example, if I sent it to school A in Lambeth, I CC'd B, C, C. I made sure that A saw that B, C, and vice versa. And then they did the same for Wandsworth and Southwark. And needless to say, like London buses, they all started flooding. Yeah, we can give you this, we can give you that, we can offer that. All the while, my mum was a dinner lady at school. I could have just asked her.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I could have just asked her, and I did. So I asked her. So I got the place. They gave me the 2 weeks. All the while, I could have just said, "Ask where my mum works," because my mum does. She's wonderful. She does different jobs around, and one of them was dinner lady. And I was like, "Why didn't you come to? Why don't I just ask?"
Yeah.
But anyway, so rather than just doing the 2 weeks, I took all of them. I took as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because I thought, let me give myself a head start.
So essentially 2 weeks there.
Yeah. That's it. I got to know what different types of school were like. Catholic schools, faith schools, non-faith schools, whatever. And then I went to apply for Brunel, St Mary's, and Goldsmith in Goldsmith? New Cross, yeah. Goldsmith, I went for the interview, and I think the only reason why I didn't get it was because I had a change of heart there and then. Because before the interview process, I heard that someone else was applying for the PGCE with maths specialism, and I'm very good at maths. And I was like, right, I didn't know there was a maths. Why did he do that? And I think she heard it, and I think she interpreted it as me not being kind of confident.
Confident, yeah.
So when I got to the interview, she mentioned it and she brought it up, and in my head I was like, shit, no problem, cool. Then there was a bigger shit because Brunel and St Mary's offered me an interview on the same day. So in my head I was like,
where do you go first?
Where do I go? Like, there's not enough time to do both of them.
There's no way.
It was
getting to Brunel is hell anyway.
Yeah, it was the 16th of December. So Christmas holidays were around the corner. So in my head I was like, Brunel, St Mary's, Brunel. And I was like, in my head, you know what? Brunel, I already went there before and they didn't give it to me. I could have gone there and got a discount. I think it was $9,000. I would have paid 6. I thought, no, let me go St Mary's. Went to St Mary's, as usual, one of the only few black people there. Did the whole group interview, individual interview. And then the lady asked me, they said, have you got any other options? I don't know why, Murad. I don't know why you said this. But I said to her, do you know what? Brunel offered me an interview.
Yeah, I would have said
same day, but I'm here. Make of that what you will. Needless to say, I got the place.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it, literally. That's it.
I respect that.
You're a better man than me because I'd have said Brunel, fucking Oxford, Cambridge. I said,
Right.
yeah, motherfucker.
It's in that moment where you're like, this is make or break. And I was like, do you know what? There's an element of cheekiness in me, but I also wanted to manipulate it and use it as a tone of, I'm actually ready, I'm here. I've decided to come here to study in your university rather than their university. In my head, I know why I didn't go there, because they didn't accept me the last time. But to you, this looks like I've chosen you over them. So then there's awareness of, I've got something to offer as much as you got something to offer me. So I went there, did the whole year, and then the rest is history, really.
So you've done that, you've become what you wanted to become, you've become a teacher and everything. When did you start, being passionate about, like what we're talking about, like depression, and did you go into it, or was it something you experienced?
Yeah, no, it was obviously what I experienced. Obviously, you and I, we spoke about this on Clubhouse, that disastrous
app.
Yeah. It's a good app for dating.
Really?
Is it?
If I speak,
I'll
be in trouble. If I speak, I'll be in trouble.
I mean, there's people out here using LinkedIn for dating.
Hey!
At its core, Clubhouse is a social app.
I don't know how far this reaches, but I'm telling you,
LinkedIn might be the best place to find a partner for life,
goes up.
Because you're already seeing what they're bringing to the table before.
The qualifications, the degrees,
everything is there still.
But yeah, I mean, am I good with this mic? Like, you can hear? Yeah. But Clubhouse at its core is a social platform.
So me, like I said, mine happened like last year. That's when I was.
Yeah, it was
last year.
Roughly when time?
Yours and mine
June.
quite the same time.
Yeah, June-ish. June, July.
Oh, so during lockdown?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine was obviously before that, but in hindsight, that was the culmination of everything over the past, because I'm 30 now, over the past, I'd say, minimum a decade and a half, if not 2.
Yeah. That's exactly with me. So until I saw a specialist, I didn't realize what was going on. But it was literally that until when I spoke to someone, that's when I realized, you know what, this has been something that's actually been ongoing since I was fucking 9 or something, 8 even.
And it scared you, isn't it?
Yeah.
To how big
I was
it
like,
is.
shit. Like everything I've ignored all these years, everything I've just said,
that shit to the wayside.
Yeah. Has just all crept up on me at the same time, and I didn't know what the fuck to do.
And now you know, and now you know why suicide is probably an easy route out.
Yes. Because I was the same person. If you go look, those tweets probably don't exist anymore because I've had like 5 different Twitter accounts. If you go look at my tweets, like 2010, I used to cuss people that were committing suicide. Like, what the fuck? That's weak. You're gonna kill yourself.
And you know what? And hand on heart, I sometimes had the same opinion because I was like, you know what? There's more to live for. Yeah. There's a lot, like, you have to, but then going through it, you recognize how low you really are.
Do you know how mad it is that I actually never got to the point where suicide came to mind, but I actually understood
why it was.
Yeah. You know, and then I go and see this woman who I see the first time.
White or black?
Black. My mind. I picked a black lady. I see the first time, and I don't tell her shit because I'm thinking this is just a waste of my time. I'm paying, but it's still a waste of my time. I'm not gonna say shit. Keeping shit to myself. Because in college, they tried to send me on in John Ruskin, like an anger management one. But I just went one, and then
but that's condescending.
Yeah. So I now see this woman now. I'm supposed to tell her all my problems, And I was actually doing it with my partner at the time. So it was a couple's, thingy. I didn't say much. Then I did the second one. I didn't say much again, but then I was more comfortable. Then my partner at the time and I, we just said, you know what, we'll just do our own thing. We were not together anyway, so we just do our own thing. Then I started doing my one-on-ones with her. Oh my God, those were needed. I have never been able to speak my mind without feeling guilty or without feeling judged or without feeling like low or unappreciated in my life. Like I said everything that I had to say. And as the sessions went on, the better it got, the more I was speaking. And I realized, I don't talk much. I talk much, but I actually don't talk much. You see what I'm trying to say? And I say this to people all the time. I am so good at saying things without saying things. And that's me when I'm getting to meet someone on a personal level. Before you realize you've told me everything about yourself and I haven't said shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so relatable. Like people see me in the public eye or see me on other thingy and they think they know me. You don't. Because I don't say much. Yeah. Like, I actually literally do not say much. And even to the point when I told my brethren finally that this is what's going on. They were so shocked. They were like, bro, you're literally the last person we would have thought was even going through shit.
They have a different perception of who you are because of what you put out there.
Exactly.
Same as...
You know?
Yeah.
So then I've gone through all of this shit. I'm sorting myself. I'm sorting my head out. Getting myself, And then I'm realizing this is a big problem in our community. Like, a lot of men, black men, do not do this shit. And this is the reason why a lot of us, some might not be killing themselves, but that's the reason why a lot of us have got such a skewed idea of living and, like, we don't really...
What constitutes being successful.
Yeah. So then I've done all of that, and now I've just become a very...
You're comfortable.
I won't even say I'm an open book. I'm just very... I said this.
Yourself,
I'm really myself. Like, I thought I was myself, but I'm really myself now.
There's an element of you're secure in who you are.
Exactly.
Because you've understood everything that's happened to get you to this place. And you're also comfortable because this is the real you.
This is me.
This isn't the person. This isn't the person that you think you are.
Yeah.
This isn't the person that you want to be. This is... And you're comfortable with it.
Yeah. I am happy with who I am. Like, I actually do not, I wouldn't say care. I just talk my shit. I've always talked my shit, but I really talk my shit now. That's like, if it's on my mind and it makes sense, I'm telling you.
As long as it's right to you.
It's right to me.
And as long as it's right by your values.
Then
that's it. Yeah. Because a lot of people will have, side note, even like, there was something I was meant to do the other day and I asked someone's opinion of it. And they were like, Raj, you know what? I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do that. But they had all these ideas. And I realized, no, I want to go and do this because it's right by me, right for me. And I understand your point of view. I understand where you're coming from. But
I'm doing what
I want to do. If we always not do what we want to do, we never get anything done.
They don't have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah, I'm happy to deal with the consequences.
This is it.
And I will stand by.
This is it.
That's it. And if
you stand by your mistakes, you stand by everything. If it's a victory,
it's the accountability.
Yeah, it's
that's it. I'm able to be accountable for the good and the not so good that happens. But no, it's good. Listen, it's always good to hear another black man talk about how they were in a rut and managed to get themselves out of it and a lot more confident and secure in who they are.
So
afterwards,
the dark space you were in, like you said, we both said, we realized that it was from X amount of years. Mine obviously spanning back to, like I said, like 8, 9 even, and spanning back to issues that were so unresolved that I just brushed under the carpet. Family issues, me and my dad issues, like problems that me and him had, and things that I just used to ignore, and to the point it went all the way back to like him stopping me from doing things I wanted to do, like all of those things. And that's when I realized I've always been such an angry child to an angry boy to an angry man, and I never understood where it came from. My mum never understood where it came from, and when I sat down and spoke to her, that's when I realized, whoa, this has all come from just one thing. Like, literally.
I'll give you an analogy. So you got a tree. Because I always used to, with this I use it with the kids. And the kids I teach, obviously primary. So I'm teaching, year 4s, 8 and 9. I gave them this tree analogy. Because I do this whole, I teach them English, math, science, but I also teach them personal development and mental health. And I gave them this tree analogy where if the leaves not looking right, where do you look to for the problem? The twig. If the twig isn't looking right, where do you look to? The branch. If the branch isn't looking right, where do you look to? The stem or the trunk. And if the trunk isn't looking right, where do you go? The root. The root of the problem. You always go, always keep asking yourself why until you get through the problems. There's a very
very good.
there's a guy I met in a cafe once, good mentor. His name's Raymond, and he told me about the 5 whys. If you can ask yourself 5 whys to something, then you got to the root of the problem. And I wanted to have a go at that with you. If that's all right. Okay. What are the 3 best things about yourself?
I'm outspoken,
Mm-hmm.
confident,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm very outspoken, confident, and I would say the last. You said 3 good things, right?
But anyone,
Anything.
my man here will say about you.
Yeah, definitely outspoken, confident, and
Ugly.
yeah, 100%. No, I think yeah, I'm confident, outspoken, and very. Would you raw?
I would say dependable.
That's it.
Okay,
definitely,
so
yeah.
outspoken, confident, dependable. Fantastic. Great attributes. Anyone that you know will tell you, yeah,
Anyone,
he's
yeah.
this.
100%
Cool.
dependable.
Got us. Which one of those needs the most improvement? Because bearing in mind, this is the best things about yourself.
Fucking hell.
Outspoken, 100%.
You think so?
Too outspoken.
You said which one needs what?
Which one needs the most improvement?
Improvement.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
See, I know.
he knows you. He knows you.
Too outspoken.
So this is now where you go to the first why. Why do you think that needs the most improvement?
Because the reason why that needs improvement is because that potentially blocks me from a lot of what do you call it? Opportunities.
Okay.
Opportunities, yeah.
Why does it block you from a lot of opportunities?
Because a lot of people don't understand.
And why do you think that people do not understand?
Because I think people,
Third why, yeah?
yeah, I think people do not understand because people know how to play the game.
And why do you think people are playing the game with you?
Not to with me.
Wasn't it?
They know how to play the game, that society game.
Okay, so why do you think they're playing the... Okay, not to you, but then why do you think they're playing the game within... it's obviously with to do with you,
Because
isn't it?
it's survival.
Okay, so now you got to the root of the problem.
Yeah.
How do you work yourself back?
So
Because you've said outspoken is something you need to
Yeah.
develop on. Now, only to you, you know what that develop looks like.
Yeah.
Whether it's to be less outspoken, whether it's
it's not to be less outspoken,
it's to play the game.
but it's either to play the game that everyone is playing,
Yeah.
or I need to not even pick me. I need to tone down on being outspoken. Tone down in the sense of I actually. So I've got this ability, or not even ability. I've got this thing where I don't give a shit what people are saying.
But you're aware that
I'm aware
this is
that's my biggest problem.
okay.
Yeah.
So now that you've acknowledged the problem and
Yeah.
you've done the 5 whys and
Yeah.
you've realized it's survival,
Yeah.
you've come down to 2 things. You either tone it down
Yes.
to get the results you want,
Yeah.
or play the game.
Yeah.
So if you feel one of those 2 will be conducive to improving this,
Yeah.
you got to the root.
Okay.
Now you got to work backwards and figure out how are you going to do that. Because the second thing he said to me was, if you know what you want and why you want to do it, how becomes easy. Make sense?
Yeah.
If you know
Definitely.
what you want, why you want it, the how becomes easy.
And the what for me, I want.
You've addressed it already. You know what it is.
Yeah.
You want to improve your thing.
Yeah. I think maybe for me especially, it wouldn't be to play the game. It would be more to tone it a bit. And still, because one thing about me is my personality can't go anywhere
Yeah. You don't want to diminish that
at all.
in what you
It
say.
needs to be where it is.
But do you think potentially you could tailor it then?
I
to-
could, because my mum has even said that to me. My mum said to me 2.5 weeks ago that because of the way I'm outspoken and because of the way I am, she calls it the preacher syndrome.
Okay.
She reckons I could drag a lot of people
Yeah.
to me,
But not.
or I could also push a lot of people away.
Okay.
Just dependent based on how I speak
Okay.
or how I talk to people.
So that's quite powerful.
Yes, really, she always.
So
My
it's-
mum has always told me
Yeah.
that.
So it's about then harnessing it.
Yeah, it's just
in the right
harnessing it the
direction.
right way.
And that's why you went through this little exercise, because now you've understood what it is that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
You've understood why you want to achieve it,
Yeah.
because you want to perhaps appeal to a bigger mass. You want to get your message across. You want people to perhaps take it on board, and I'm guessing for the better, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just a how. Once you know why, what and why, how becomes easy. And you said to on it. But then that's for something for you.
Yeah.
Where were we? We were talking about suicide, was it?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so like I said, I never got to that point, but I actually understood it because I was very, I'd always seen people talking about being depressed and feeling like they had a dark cloud, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean a dark cloud, bro? Like, what do you mean you've got a dark cloud over your shoulder? Like, that's impossible. No one knows what a cloud feels like. You see what I'm saying? Then when I got into it myself, like, bro, my shoulders were so heavy.
You can see it even now that you've gone through it. You can see it in other people.
Yeah. No, literally, my shoulders felt so heavy, and like he said, I'm so dependable. But it got to the point where I felt like I am too dependable, where I need to let some of this shit go. Like too many people always relying on me doing stuff, and my shoulders were heavy. I was constantly in and out of sadness. Like I could just be sitting there and I just lose my mind in the sense of I just start thinking, why am I feeling this way? Like, what is happening? I didn't know what was going on. So that, I reckon, was definitely the steps that would have taken me closer and closer and closer to the point where he starts thinking suicidal thoughts. But that was my experience. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. So obviously, when was it? It was. I'll work it backwards because I think it makes sense easy that way. February the 24th or 5th, one of those two dates, because after it I went on a date for some strange reason. The guy on Google us. What can you say? I woke up Monday night, going into Tuesday morning. I woke up literally from my bed and I said, had enough. Literally, I said, had enough. Went back to sleep. Woke up next morning, Tuesday morning. I woke up early and got to school early. And I got to school early so I could set up the books and everything else. Because I said to myself, if I'm gonna kill myself, at least let the children have a good lesson or set up lessons today. At least let me do something right.
Wow.
Got upstairs into my classroom. 2 colleagues were there. I had to say hello 3 times before one of them addressed me to say hello, because that was the school life was part of the problem. Went inside, set the books up, and then when you're in that moment, you're doing a lot of thinking about this and this. It was all kind of thinking about the particulars, thinking about I had a picture of my university degree that I brought in to show the kids. I wanted to take that home with me. Too big. Couldn't put it in a bag. Too obvious. Left it there. Took my laptop, took my diary, and took maybe a set of pencils and pens. Walked out the building. Walked out the site. Straight. Walked. My school was in South Norwood side. Yeah. So there. Walked all the way home, which was in Thornton Heath. I wrote a suicide note as well at the time. Tears were falling down. I've even got it. You mind if I read it? Yeah. Gonna find it. There's Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah. It's
No, good. Oh, yeah. Same thing that I connected from there.
Yeah. It should be.
So I wrote it, and then please don't ping me into the room. I don't want to talk to this girl.
Even me, I leave my the iPhone I have for it is at home.
Yeah.
So I just leave it there.
So I wrote it. So I wrote it, and then if I can find it. Yeah, tears were falling down. The police have got the exact copy of it because obviously they took it just in case. But I took a picture of it and I saved it. And I remember writing it because it was. I looked at it and I was like, my handwriting is lovely.
That's actually nice. It's actually
I don't know if you get
it's all straight in the row. It's actually lined. Hey, you need to see the. This is deep. This is sick.
I know it's on the phone, but
yo, my handwriting is horrible.
I've seen your handwriting because when that letter of support you wrote for me, the first thing I thought was that handwriting.
Nah, mine is horrible. But apparently, creatives have got horrible handwriting. And I don't even call myself a creative.
Like I really pride myself on my handwriting.
And that's your handwriting is.
So I was like, I wrote it, and I didn't stop. You know, sometimes when you're writing something, you stop to think about what it didn't. It just came out, and I read. I wrote this. I said, "To whom may read this?" I said, "My chair is broken. I cannot do this anymore. I am in the most vulnerable position that I have ever found myself in. I do not know where I'm headed or what I'm doing. I have lost complete confidence in anything that I thought I could do. Church, teaching, football, family, relationships. Everything is a mess. Death is better than the experience I'm going through. And that's where I'm heading to. It's the only way to stop this feeling. Only then may I actually feel what I have lacked, appreciation and perfection. Maybe the people will realize it's not easy being me. And I signed it. And I left it, took a picture of it, I left it on the desk, packed my stuff, passport, but personal stuff, and I walked. Put my phone on airplane mode, I walked.
Yeah, because you don't want
Yeah, I don't want to. Walk from Thornton Heath all the way to Brixton. Yeah.
That's a walk.
That is a walk. Tears streaming.
I've done it before.
That's
So.
like,
Yeah.
That's 5 miles. Then?
That's about
Yeah.
5 miles. That's
Yeah.
like that's 10. That 10. No, can't be 10k. 6k maybe.
So look, I mean, since
I've
then,
done it. I've done it
Yeah.
before, so I know.
Yeah.
since
That's
then,
like
since then, I've jogged it, and I know it's horrendous.
Bro, I've jogged from Woolly Road to Clapham Junction. That's 10k, bro.
Yeah, that is.
That's like
And I've done that in like 53 minutes. Yeah.
But yeah, I literally walked. As the time got closer to 9 o'clock, I knew my phone would be buzzing off because teachers were asking me, "Is Mirad, whatever?" So I literally just put my, because I think at that time, you couldn't pay for stuff. No, you could only pay for stuff if your phone was off airplane mode. Yeah. So I had to, every time I switched off the airplane, I saw messages. It was too much. So overwhelming. Put it off again. Walked to Brixton. I went to this little cafe called San Marino. Great cafe. I went to go buy some food. I actually, in my head, I said, this is my last meal, like my last supper kind of thing. Literally done. Bought it. They weren't even sure why I was there because I'm a regular. So they know I teach. They weren't even sure why I was there. So I had to make up some lie that saying it was inset day, whatever, something just to make up. Because they've always seen me there on the weekends. They know I teach, etc. So they were shocked to see me. They said, "Oh, teacher, why are you here? School?" I said, "Oh, it's just a holiday, whatever, this and that." Went outside, Brixton Police Station, the big junction. Yeah. Stood on the edge of the curb, and I was like, "Yeah, this is where I'm going to do it," because I saw a drunk man walking across like the main junction, almost got hit by bus, car, whatever vehicle, you name it. And in my head, I thought, if I push him out the way and get hit, I can save his life, kill my own, and the last thing people remember me by is that I'm a hero. Because that letter, the last thing I said was appreciation. And I said, if this is the way I'm going to go, at least people will appreciate me for something. But no one will know it was all planned. So I stood there on the edge of the curb, same as him, and I watched him walk, almost get hit by God knows what. He made it to the other side. I didn't move. In my head, I had lost. There's almost like this projection where it's an outer body experience where you almost take yourself out and you're watching yourself go through this motion. It was exactly like that. I literally lost every ounce of sentiment or feeling or belonging on this earth. And I was like, I'm watching myself to die. Literally going to see it. But I didn't move. I didn't move. I don't know why I didn't move.
Was there a voice?
No. I froze. I don't know why. I didn't know why until 6 months later. And I put it to God, called it to fear, called it to... I always thought I was scared of doing it. Actually, I realised I had the strength not to do it. Because initially it was the fear. You've gone all this way and you haven't done it. You're a dickhead. And actually, no. It's the strength that even in the lowest moment, I was not going... I froze. Like, in my head, I was thinking, in the same way that we said earlier, like, why are you kidding yourself? You got so much stuff. In my head, I was like, that everything that I had done in life up until then was flashing through my head. You're going to end teaching. You're going to end serving in church. And he knows how much I love. He will tell you the stuff I've done. Everything.
I don't even need to. He will tell you.
Yeah. I got. Listen. The words like pillar of the community, all of that stuff, all of that is going in my head. I was like, it's going to end. This is where it ends. Are you satisfied with where it is? Are you happy to give it up? And a little voice maybe did say no. No, Mirad, you're not. There's bigger things that you want. There's this and that.
The subconscious was telling you no.
Oh, I guess so.
It's like, when you watch the film Inception,
Yeah.
when they go into the mind of the guy, and his subconscious is literally attacking the people inside it.
Yeah.
Your subconscious is
telling you.
like, nah, That ain't happening.
This, that's it. That's it. God knows what it was, and if it was that, I'll be. But I'm happy that it was that something happened, and I froze, and I was like, okay. So the man's
how mad it is if you had chosen to use the underground.
yeah. That I think.
You might have actually gone through with it.
I don't know, you know, because I wonder. I don't know because I can see that one's very sudden. It's very done.
Yeah.
At least with the
My,
road.
my dad works on that, like London Underground, and I always asked him, why do people use the same line to commit suicide? And my dad was
What
like,
line is it?
Victoria line. They use Victoria line a lot, and my dad was because of the speed. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Most people that it hits, like they
Done.
die straight away. So he's like, people normally use the northern and Victoria.
Yeah, they're the quickest. They are
to,
the
to,
quickest.
to do it. So they choose the stations where it comes in really fast.
It's always the busiest ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes. Do you know what? Possibly. But I don't know why I chose Brixton. I think I maybe chose Brixton because
It's Brixton.
yeah. No, but that's where most of my life was.
This is
and
it.
So, and it's like do it where you're.
It's mad,
What
you
you
know, because like you said, your subconscious, you probably did all these things without even realizing. But now that you're sitting and you realize, you know what, I probably chose this place because that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
I probably, there's so many things that mean something to you that you don't realize until.
It was a
you're
fitting
coming
end.
to that
It was
point.
a fitting end to the story.
Yes.
And I was like, you know,
Yeah.
you've taught at this school, you've been to that school, you teach at that church, whatever. People, you worked at the gym around the corner. Everyone, it's almost like it was almost like a fitting end. I tried to script it, but it didn't go through. So what happened? Yeah. So in that moment, I was like, okay, solution. You need a solution. The police station was behind me. I turned around. I was like, probably not the best option right now because they're probably looking for me. So I left them. Went into church. Spent 10 minutes there just to get the peace, get my mind, you know, free. And then left the church and I went into the primary school next to it, which is the primary school that I went to, so we went to. And ironically, it's the primary school that I taught at as well. And I spoke to the head teacher there at the time, and he gave some advice. He said, you know what, first thing you need to do is get signed off from work, get that sorted so there's no repercussions. Then take yourself to see a therapist or whatever. So I did that, went to the GP, I sat down with her, and you know, she went through all the questions, and she said, on this occasion, I'm going to label you as high risk. And I said to her, okay. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm trying to solve this. She said the reason why is you don't show any emotion.
Yeah.
You're not showing, you're talking.
She don't even know what's going through your head, basically.
To her, it was like, I'm talking, I've said the story so, like it's a normal story I told the kids. I didn't cry, I didn't break down, I explained it in the same way I'm doing it here. And she said, obviously, you're male, you're in that age bracket as well, 25 to whatever, and you've shown no emotion. So you're high risk. If you cried or you broke down or you did anything,
it shows that you're remorseful or like you're thinking about it. So.
But the fact that it's almost like you come to terms with it. So she was like, I'm going to believe you're high risk. In my head, I'm thinking, I'm trying to sort this out from 10 minutes ago. So I'm ahead already, which is neither here nor there. So I went to St. Thomas Hospital. Went to go see mental health psychologist, whatever it is. We sat down in the same way that you sat down with the lady and you managed to get things out. We managed to speak about different things. Most of the things that I knew already, but I didn't want to come to terms with it. And I tried to paint her a picture as best as I could. Yeah. And I said to her,
that's when you're not helping yourself, though, isn't it?
Basically, that's it. When you're not acknowledging. So I painted this picture of her. I said, listen, this is what my week looks like. I go to work. No, actually, furthermore, I need to backtrack. Can I borrow that chair?
Yeah.
As an apparatus. Alright. I like to teach. I don't know why I like to teach at every moment. It's me in it. So, in that suicide letter, I said, you see the chair?
Yeah. It should be
in that suicide letter, put it back after. I said my chair is broken. This is not the best chair, but it's what it is. A chair, normal chairs have 4 legs. Yeah. Each leg, think of a chair as an analogy for life. Each leg has a different aspect of your life. You know, it could be love, finance, career, passion, whatever. Most people can sit on a leg with 3 chairs. Physically, you can. Yeah. You just have to balance accordingly. Yeah. And that's like saying there will be something in your life that's causing you a bit of stress. Most people, it's their work progression, but you have the other 3 legs to fall back on: family, love, whatever, sex, porn. That's it. The chair that I sat on for a very long time had one leg,
Shit.
and it was the work leg, because every other aspect of my life was broken. I saw no satisfaction in it. Work, it's not work, family, relationships, self-esteem, self-confidence, whatever. They were broken, and the only leg I had left was the work leg. And so what I did was, I shined it, I tried to fix it, I made it out of vibranium, I put in effort in work, I tried to perfect, hence the word perfection, to overcompensate the satisfaction that I wasn't getting
for the other three.
And on that day, February 25th, that leg broke, and the chair was flat on the floor.
Shit, man.
So now what it looks like is, because you know, in life, we want to be used, we want to be useful. Not to be used, but we want to feel like we're worth something. And when that chair is on the floor, it can't sit at the table. It can't sit at the table to offer something. When it had one leg, it can sit on the table, albeit for 1 second, it can. But when there was no legs, it's on the floor. So now you're drowning. You can't offer anything. Your life is worthless. And what that looked like was, put the chair back. What that looked like was, Monday to Friday I go to work. I go to school to anxiety and stress. I then come home to anxiety and stress because of family. Being the oldest, trying to solve the family mystery, basically, all the kerfuffle that's happened. Coming there to anxiety and stress, because the more I dig, the more I find out, the more you're labelled as the problem. When in actual fact, I'm just trying to build everyone together. I then go to school for stress. I come to home to stress. I then go to football, where football is meant to be a place where you socialise, you take your mind off things. And I play football with people from my country. So not only is it a place to socialise, it's a community as well. Now, because I've overcompensated on work, I've let myself go physically. So now I'm not performing to the same standards that I know I would, and that they know I could. And even though it's recreational, you're getting all that. I'm not saying. So I'm getting heckles from the opposite team. I'm getting annoyance from my team. So again, I'm going to another place of stress and anxiety. And the only time when I wasn't feeling that was the 1 hour in church that I could go, where if I'm walking up those steps and I'm going inside church, I'm a different man. Because I built whatever I did there, I built it. Done it for 22 years. I've done it by myself. I've done it, and I've invested in it, and I've made it to be this brilliant thing, and everyone loves me for it. Everyone appreciates the work I've done for the kids. No one can talk to me there. You can't talk to me about Alter 7 because I know what I'm doing there and I know what's best. And that's one. Imagine there are 24 times 7, 140, 28, 168 hours in a week, and 167 of them is anxiety and stress. Just think the numbers, 167. So in my head, the only time where I'm able to switch off is when you're sleeping, if that. So why not sleep forever? Hence the suicide. And the day I knew it was done is when I would actually go to church, and rather than sitting at mass, I'll be at the back trying to mark books. So I've allowed the 1 hour that I've got to myself where I can be me has been infiltrated. So that's when I knew, your whole world has collapsed. It's like that little light that shines in the room, the dark room, where it's now been switched off, and then that's it. So that was the week to view that I gave her, and we spoke about some things. We addressed some of the, some of the stuff about doing things for others, not putting myself first. And then she said, very simple. You know what you're gonna do tonight? You're gonna go home. You're gonna have a nice dinner. You're gonna shower, whatever, bath. And you're not gonna set an alarm. And then tomorrow, you're gonna work on the rest of your life. The rest of your life to do with you, not to do with what you do for others. What you do for yourself. Because I realized my whole life I've done everything for others, because it makes me feel good. That's what, at the beginning I said to you, what did we say about teaching? Working with kids and wanting the best of people. And so my whole life has been like that. I've never really focused on yourself for myself. And so I did that. Bought myself a little journal, wrote some stuff in it. Sat down. Cool. Left the hospital. In fact, before I left the hospital, I met a friend there who's a teacher, lovely girl. And she was there because of her shoulder. But when I said this to her, she said the same thing that your people were telling you. You're the last person I think. But she went through the same thing herself 4 weeks ago. So in that moment, I realized that I'm not alone
Yes.
in this.
Yes.
And if others have been through it, then to hell, I need to go through it and come out the other side. So, left hospital, went back to the ends. I went to a tutor. Ironically, I tutor as well. Should have plugged that earlier. I tutor kids. So I went to tutor. So I tried to carry on the life as normal. Went to tutor, finished tutoring, came back to the church, and I saw a police car there. I knew the police car never comes to church. So surely they're here for me. Because I think at that time, that's when you lot were looking for me.
Yeah.
And you just said the one place you'll definitely be is church.
When,
Yeah.
when the ones you called the police.
Huh?
When the ones you called the police. To
Oh, was it you guys?
church, yeah.
Okay, cool. So then they came. I saw the 2 officers down there, and I thought, okay, I could leave them, go about my business, or just talk to them. So I went to talk to them. I said to them, hey, you must be looking for me. And then they were like, are you Murad? And I said, yeah. Cool. Went inside. Went inside the priest's house. The priest didn't know what was going on. I spoke to him about it. Again, shocked about what happened, what I went through. We couldn't expect it to be you. Hence why I said that last bit of that letter, it's not easy being me. You'll understand why it's not easy being me. Spoke about it, cool. Police, they dropped me home in the car. And that's when I know, you know what? That when they put their lights on, most of the time, they're not going to emergency.
Yeah.
No.
They're not going to emergency.
Yeah, no.
Because they were like, I said, guys, it's not emergency, I'm just going home. They said, no, but there's traffic, so let's just.
Yeah.
I was like,
All the
I
time.
said, yeah,
All the
all the
time.
time. I was like, well, you learn something new. Went there. Do you know, are you familiar with Fulton Heath?
Yeah, of course.
No, yeah, so.
Yeah.
The restaurant.
Yeah.
So I said I wanted to get some food.
Yeah.
So they put me out there. Bad decision. Black boy coming out of a police car in front of yourself. Yardies everywhere. I
Yeah.
was like, Jesus Christ. The eyes, the stares, everything.
I
When-
didn't think you're an informant.
Yeah, all of that stuff. I went in anyway, got some food because I know that the manager there, I tutored her daughter. Got some food, whatever. Went home and I did like the lady said. Just work on the rest of my life. The following day, I sent a was it WhatsApp?
Yeah. it was
Yeah.
awesome.
So I took a picture of that suicide note because I was aware that noise was going around, and I sent it to 96 people on WhatsApp. But the accompanying message was, "This has happened yesterday. I'm recovering now, and I'll be better." That message was obviously lost in translation because they saw the picture. And they thought,
Fuck.
calls, everything. Again, probably a year later, I'm thinking now, not the best decision. But in my head, I was like, I want them to know what's happening. You know, people have been belling my line the whole day. Everyone was calling me. I sent it to 96 people, and I got over 150 different numbers contacting
That's how
me.
you know people care.
Yeah, that's how you know. Because there were
Wow,
numbers
man.
there that I never seen.
Yeah.
There's numbers there that I've definitely blocked before.
Mm.
And I don't know how you come back, but needless to say. And then that was nice. And then, sorted things out from there. Therapy was a place called The Listening Place. This is a quick plug. They are a volunteer-based service by professionals. Nice little spot in Pimlico. You can tell you're in a different, it's like a haven because you go into the back gates and it's like plants everywhere and it's a different setting. So you can tell.
Pimlico's a nice area anyway.
Yeah. The houses are
Yeah.
a bit of a stretch, but
Yeah.
so they were like, so went there, had a couple of sessions with them, and then lockdown hit. And lockdown hit on my birthday,
23rd March.
22nd. So my birthday was a Sunday,
Okay.
so 23rd March, yeah. So you're probably thinking, and everyone's probably thinking, Murad's going to be in the worst state possible.
Yeah.
No, if anything, it was arguably
Best
the
for you.
best thing because I had a whole month where the world was open, where I could work on myself. I could go gym, I could sit outside in the sun, I could do whatever and work on myself. And now that lockdown hit, I didn't actually have to go back to work and sort that out. I went back to work anyway, part time because I had to with the key worker kids. But that wasn't my main focus. The work subsided, and it allowed me an extra 5-6 months until September to focus on myself. So I rebuilt those other 3 legs that we spoke of. It gave me time to rebuild the other 3 legs to a point where, when September came, I could now address the 4th leg and bring the work leg back. And September was the indicator. It was always about September. Was I ready in September to go back into life and be strong? And There was a lot of indicators prior to that. Because obviously, because of lockdown, a lot of parents were a bit concerned about the kids' education. So, but the tutoring business went up, like that literally went up, and because of that, the hard work and the graft allowed me to then get a car. So I got a car, nice little A4, and that was whilst it's materialistic, that was a symbol of success. It was a symbol of you're working hard, and this is the rewards. So the things that you try to kill yourself for, in the end,
You're getting them now.
I'm getting it now. So that was an indicator. The business was the indicator, and then over time, for the rest of the year, I started to, I was head of PE in school, head of computing as well. So I was doing well, and I could see this was all coming together until you get this false sense of security that you've done it. And then I had a conversation with a couple of guys, the biggest mentors, Hash. You know the Bricks and Soup Kitchen?
Yeah.
You know Somali brother?
Yeah.
Biggest, arguably one of my biggest inspirations. Archie and his brother Cons. I sat down with them because they were my youth workers when I was at youth club, and we spoke about me because they know me inside out. They know what I'm like, and essentially they said in a nutshell that there's a lot more to think about than just what you've gone through. This now extends back. You know, when there are things that you found out that you weren't really sure. Same here. And one of them was confidence. One of them was self-esteem. So as far back as maybe secondary school, you know, when boys start, you start entertaining girls. I was like, I didn't get the rub of the green. And I always thought it was, the girls like the bad guys, they don't like the good guys, whatever. So I manipulated the narrative. Notice the word manipulated. I manipulated the narrative. It wasn't subconscious. I manipulated the narrative to deflect from my own insecurities. So I said, every time a girl would find her heartbroken, you went for a bad guy. Oh, you should have chosen me. And then as I was growing up, I was like, it doesn't make sense. Women are not going to go for bad guys because they're bad guys. Yeah, they're not cheaters. Like if you told a woman that guy's going to cheat on you, he's going to do this, are you going to go for him? She's going to say no. So obviously they're not going to them because of that. They're going to them for something else. And that's when the accountability came into it. And I recognized, actually, Murad, your insecurities come from the lack of confidence or from the lack of, as you said, the comfortableness in who you are. I had to recognize that, listen, you're not 6 foot. You're not dark skinned, whatever. You're not all these things that society deem as acceptable. And that's okay. You can't change the things. And what that meant to me was I can only be the best, and this is what I said to the kids, be the best version of yourself rather than be a second-rate version of someone else.
Trust me.
I'm going to say it for the guys at the back.
Trust
Be the
me.
best-rate version of yourself rather than the second-rate version of someone else. Because at the end of time, when you're on your last breath and you think about the life you've lived, have you lived your life or someone else's, or the second rate of someone else's?
So mad you said that. I was listening to a guy called David Goggins, Bruv, last year I had my own situation with my boy when he was going through this, and I watched his interview. He's got an interview. I watched his interview 6 times. First time I watched it, I was like, okay. I kept watching it, and what he kept saying, he goes, fam, he goes, exactly what you said. He goes, be the best version of yourself. And he goes, he realised, he goes, like, he was sitting there thinking, bruv, when I die and I go to heaven or wherever I'm going to go, and then God says to me, okay, this is your life and this is what you've done. And then he goes, this is the life you could have done. Do I want to sit there and say to God,
I didn't do
I didn't,
everything I was meant to do.
Deep, I didn't do that.
To your best.
And where did it come from? It didn't come from anyone else's problems. It came from your
It came from
insecurities.
his own insecurities. Him sitting there thinking, bashing himself. So you saying that is mad.
And you say that for me to say this, and this is the reason why I'm always telling people to go for what's yours, but just no is never no. Like, as in, I don't know how to put it. Like, you never know what you're gonna get until you go for it. If you feel like, I would love to do this, and then you start putting buts in your head.
All of those doubts are insecurities.
It's all insecurities. Like, see, my thing is, if I want something, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try for it. If it doesn't happen, then it didn't happen. Yeah.
At least you tried.
At least I tried.
You can't win the lottery if you don't buy a
Yeah,
ticket.
and that's what I'm always trying to put.
That's it.
That's always,
Yeah.
always trying to put in people's head. Because there's so many people who are just there scared of doing things. Like, I've always been, like, one of my friends, when we were in uni, and she was in uni as well, she was doing, like, nursing. And this girl used to call me all the time crying that she didn't want to do it. And I was like, drop out. Like, not drop out, but drop the subject and do something you want to do. She saw it through, became a nurse, and it's 10 years now. And she's still going through the same problem. And it's now she wants to do a career change. And she's like, do I feel like it's still? And I'm saying, listen, as long as you're alive and you're breathing and there's blood running through your veins,
that's all
it's
you
not
need.
too late.
That's it.
So just,
That's essentially the same thought I had when I tried to top myself. As long as I'm alive, I can make this better. And that's it. And literally, yeah, it was that. And then I said, you know what? I need to address these insecurities. Because the insecurities came from perhaps the dating scene, but also it came from a self-esteem thing, as in not being appreciated or recognized for inevitably the things that I'm doing for other people. It tarnished the world that I perceived was there. This idealistic world that I believe that, you know, people will recognize you for the good that you do. And even Clubhouse, the other day in Clubhouse, just like people thinking that I'm disingenuous and this type of way and that type of way because of their own insecurities. And this is the first time I've spoken about it because it's irked me. Because on my birthday, you've been on Clubhouse long enough to see people have their little birthday thing.
Yeah.
They got birthday things on Clubhouse.
Like, you know, people make a room for you for your birthday,
your
and then
birthday,
people
so
come.
yeah.
Yeah. I got slaughtered. I got slaughtered. You know when the other day was Good Friday, innit?
Yeah.
Jesus was carried across like that.
No,
Like
they
that.
dragged you through the mud.
But through the mud, whipped.
Oh,
I got slaughtered on my birthday because of something that was considered to be. In my head, I was like, no. I said, no. There is this level of attack didn't correlate to the incident itself. And I was like, no. And there was a quote I read afterwards. It said, if a friend blows something out of proportion of a misunderstanding, they were never a friend.
Your friend. Yeah.
They were never.
They were never
your friend. And in my head, I was like, you know what? I had to hold a part of that because this friendship group that I was in, it really blossomed and it was doing well. And I think I replaced that for the family issues that I had. So I saw them as a family. So I saw them they could do no, and that's on me. But in a nutshell, what happened was I was dragged for something that was quite misunderstood. A lot of people recognized that dragging was unacceptable. And then when a conversation happened about afterwards, this friendship group now goes into disrepute. Like everyone's got issues with everyone. Everyone, oh, Mira, there's this, Mira, there's that. Oh, but I don't like you, but I don't like you, this and that. There, and the whole group chat deleted. The whole WhatsApp group done. The whole, yeah, it was fake. And I was like, in my head, I was like, me disingenuous, me. You know, when someone says something about you that,
bruv. Trust me.
You don't understand where.
Yeah, like, where did this even come from?
And the problem is, it wasn't. And then everyone was like, "Oh, where did this come from?" Like, you know, where did this come from? Did this come from his birthday, which was the other day? I said no. And then when that person was questioned, 2 months prior, 2 to 3 months prior, this person or these persons had this idea of me, but never addressed it to me. I am as harmless as you could have come to me, you know, press little start room, close room, drag me in there, say, Mira, listen, some of the things we think you're saying, we think being a bit fake. Can you clarify? I'll be happy to say, cool, no problem. But you held this in for 2 to 3 months, and I'm addressed. You held it in for 2 to 3 months without saying anything. Someone whom I looked up to. Someone whom I considered as a decent human being. With the camera on me?
Of course.
You held this in for 2 to 3 months and you didn't come to me and say, I don't know. I don't know what more I can do. I don't know what more. And the problem is, after that, I recognized that I was being more isolated from the room. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. I teach year 4. Yeah. My year 4s know better on how to deal with conflict
than you lot.
No. So I was like, what was I saying? Yeah, I was like, you know, this happened, that happened, and I was like, I was really confused as to why, and I really took it on myself to improve myself, and I actually realized, Murad, you haven't done anything wrong here.
No.
This is a projection of their own insecurities,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't, and it was the little things. You know, when someone's not addressing you in a room,
Of course.
or someone gulags you,
Just, for no
accidentally,
reason. Yeah.
or when you go in the room, they leave a room. All of the childlike behaviors, and I was like, I see all these things. Like, I'm aware. It's children, like.
Yeah, children, yeah.
And so I think a week later, someone apologized to me. A week later about it, and I was like, cool. I appreciate that you come to apologize, but you need to understand that you messed up and you need to hold yourself accountable. Yeah, you apologizing doesn't deflect away. Doesn't deflect away from the kind that I need to express how I feel. And so I said that. I said I appreciate it. However, you made your mistakes, and mistakes are there sometimes to be rectified. Yeah. And I said, no, I'm someone who likes to give people a second chance, because if we didn't give second chances, this world would end. We wouldn't be here. And so, but second chances come from the acknowledgement of the mistake and the atonement in the behavior. Much like the government, you do a crime, you go to prison. You do your time, you're given the chance to atone for your mistakes through your change of behavior. And that was that. And that group has been disbanded. Me personally, I don't know where I'm going with this point because I've completely lost track.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the. I think it all stemmed from you saying just live your life to your best of ability.
Yeah, that's it. Just do you. Be the best version of you. That's what we said. Yeah. Be the best version of you, not a second-rate version of someone else. And then, so spoke to these wonderful guys, Hash, Cons, and Archie. Found some deeper-rooted things. One of them was intelligence. Now, because I didn't get the rub of the green in my social settings, and I was academically smart, sometimes I use my intelligence to outsmart or outwit people. And they said sometimes it can come across a bit condescending. And they said it comes from a place, again, from insecurity, because you don't feel like you can, quote unquote, parlay with these people, because you might have grown up in the same ends, but you don't have the same experiences. I'm not a product of Stockwell. Stockwell is a bad place. I'm not a product of it. And because I'm not a product of it, even though I've seen things, like there's a certain level of relation that we can have. And that then transforms into conversations, lingo, all of that stuff, interests. And so what I did was, I've got my intelligence. I got one up on you. So whenever we have a conversation and I can't fit in, let me intellectually battle you. And I knew that was, and in my head I was like, no, that's wrong. But the insecurity, I wasn't comfortable in who I am. I wasn't comfortable in being different. I wasn't comfortable in being not the typical, what they would call stereotype black guy or black boy growing up in London. And so I was like, that was a big part of the whole suicide thing, because I wasn't happy with myself. And so I had to work on that, and I had to appreciate who I am, be comfortable, like you said earlier, be comfortable in who you are, and be able to live that for its best, rather than, again, try to be like someone else. It all really comes back to being you or trying to be the second best of someone else.
That's such brilliant advice.
And if you think about if you think about everyone else in life, a lot of people are trying to be a second-rate version of others.
Literally, it's so mad, and that's the reason why I don't have any role models. And that's the way I'm ending. I'm like, literally, because I remember, like, when I was growing up, when someone asked me who I want to be, I had these ideas of all these people, and as I was getting older, I was like, why the hell are these people my role models, bro?
But most of the people that are people's role models say, don't
look up to me.
Yeah.
And then I realized I'm my own role model, bro.
You are.
Like, literally, like, I'm not in this world. If we're all uniquely made in our own unique way, why am I trying to be someone else?
You can
You can look at you can use someone as a guidance.
Yeah.
But don't
pin everything
Your
to
role
be.
model is your dad, bro. You just didn't like to say it. That's why you used to fight.
No, it's not even that. It's just that I just realized that I'm in this world by myself. I'm gonna do stuff for me, and I'll do stuff for mine. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So if my son chooses to look up to me, that's fine. But even that, I'm not gonna tell him to use me as his role, innit? He can look up
as
to
a
me,
guideline.
but as a guideline. And that's the way I want to end
Speak.
it. Oh, yeah, end it. No, you
Yeah,
end
no, because your dad.
You end it.
Me end it.
Yeah, you end it.
Oh, I don't know how to end it. Hey. I wanted to add on a bit like the father thing.
Yeah.
So much like you had a very kind of not the best relationship with your father.
Yeah.
Same as me.
Yeah.
I grew up believing that my mother was X, Y, and Z. My father was this. And when I sat down with my father and he explained his side of the story and some of the things, I started to a bit, open my mind more to actually who he was. And one of the things he gave me a great example. He's a doctor, so they call him Dr. Semra, MrSemra. And he revered in the community. And he came to see me at church. After we started to mend our relationship, he came to see me at church. And he knows that I serve at Mass. He knows the stuff I do, but he doesn't know the extent. So when I finished Mass and I came to talk to him, the kids came. Kids that I taught at school and who serve at me, they came. They said, Mr. Semra. My dad turned around. He realized they weren't talking to him. They were talking to me. And then that's when he said, and I broke down. That's when I realized how much of a special person you are. Like, they addressed you the same way they addressed me. And I said to him, I turned around to him, I said, all I really want to do was be like you. Just be like you. And that's literally it. And that stuck with me because I realized that it was that appreciation. It was the recognition. And yet it might have taken him a long time to see it. But to stand there and watch these kids address me in the same way they would address him, his colleagues would address him, I was like, yeah, now you see, it's the appreciation, it's everything. But how do I end this?
Why? You've ended on a perfect. No, really.
Should I'll plug in as well.
Yeah, plug in.
Yeah, so teacher, and part of what I do is I tutor kids as well. I know lockdown has been a bit tough on all parents when it comes to home tutoring, and you might be concerned about your child's education. So I provide one-to-one, personalized tutoring at the home. So I'm happy to come to your home. And I'm just there, affordable prices. I want to help the kids to be the best version of themselves. So if you want to know more, hit me up on Instagram, MrSemra. Will there be Twitter, MrSemra. My email, MrSemra@hotmail.com. And yeah, I'm happy to help where I can, even if you primarily don't need tutoring, but you need some support of resources. Hit me up on the email and I'll be able to send you some things, some worksheets, some plans, some ideas, some strategies to teach your child or children. I'm qualified from age 3 to 11, so from as young as the 3-year-olds with their phonics and their counting, to 11s with their SATs, 11 plus preparations, non-verbal tests, etc. And for those who have children in secondary school, particularly in maths, A-star maths. So yeah, full marks. So I'm comfortable to teach GCSE maths as well. So again, if your child needs any help with it, I can. If it's just resources, I'm happy to send it as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you for bringing me. I think it's needed for this story.
Ended up being such a dope episode, man. Flipping heck. Well, thank you for coming, man.
I'm definitely gonna come back.
Yep. Oh, bro, you're welcome here any time, bro. I don't think you understand, like, and once they let they let us all out. This place gets lit.
Is it?
This place gets lit.
Listen,
it gets lit.
I heard. There was a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine that you and I both know, who came here for an episode, but we speak about it after.
Okay, cool.